What's up, TikTok? What they do? I'm kind of aggravated right now because I just was in the middle of recording this damn video and my fucking tablet had too much data on it, and I don't want to erase nothing because everything on there is really important. But anyway, I'm gonna try to talk fast and get to the point on this message. So, oh yeah, I'm sorry. I do want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers. I truly appreciate y'all, and I love every single last one of y'all. And thank you for supporting me, from literally from the bottom of my heart. So let's jump into it. I hope I have enough on this phone. Well, I'm gonna have to start over. But okay, so I'm going to talk about chakras in this video, and I'm also talking about reincarnation. So I'm just going to jump into it, y'all. I received this message on June 11, 2025. And if you add all those numbers together, the number that you will receive is 8. So 8 represents abundance, also eternity. And for those of you who resonate with numbers a lot, that's why I share the numbers for you guys. And for those of you who don't resonate with numbers, that's fine as well. I just know that a lot of my spiritual tribe will resonate a lot with numbers, so I'll always give you numbers that's corresponding with the messages that I'm receiving for you guys. So I did a little research, and I just want to share with y'all some of the facts that I wrote down, and then we're going to talk about it a little bit. So the first thing I wrote down was the body is in. Oh yeah, sorry. I was led by spirit to also state in my videos, such as this one. These videos is only for educational purpose. I do encourage everyone to do their own research, and because only a fool believes what someone says. Also, that's how lies get started and rumors get started and false information. I know that's the same thing as a lie, but for some reason Spirit wanted me to mention that. Spirit said because sometimes they can mix the truth with a lie, and that's why. Thank you, Spirit. So I just want to tell everyone, please, I encourage you to do your own research so you can have your own knowledge, because it's one thing to listen to what I say, believe me, and it's another thing to listen to what I say and believe me, do your own research, and now you know for sure what's right and what's not. So let's jump into it, y'all. The body is an electronic field. Electronic fields are operated by the energy flowing from and through our chakras. So the body is an electronic field, and it is operated by the energy that's flowing through our chakras in our bodies. So the chakras not only operate our electronic fields, they also governs our organs, which is essential parts of our health and well-being. Our electronic fields send shock waves throughout our bodies that is associated and corresponds with our organs. Throughout the electronic field, it sends and carries shock waves to the true foundation where the shock waves come from, which is the chakras of the body itself. So let me break that down, because sometimes I just kind of anyway, let me break it down so y'all can understand, for those of you who don't understand what I just said so far. So basically what I'm saying is the body is an electronic field, and you can research that. That is a fact. But although it's an electronic field and it's sending out energy and waves, understand that the foundation of that wave that it's sending is the chakras within the body and the organs. So basically what I'm trying to say is, think of the body as a car, and think of the chakras within the organs in that body as the engine. So basically, without having that shock wave throughout the chakras in the body, you can't have a healthy body. But pretty much, the body doesn't function right. The car doesn't drive right. It's no point in having the car if it doesn't have the proper things within the inside, the engine, so that it can run properly. Basically what I'm trying to say. So when someone dies, to bring them back alive, you have to shock them. I thought that was interesting when I was doing my research, the fact that they say you would have to shock them, because when you shock that person, it's sending signals to the heart, which is an organ in the body. So I thought that was interesting, again, because like I just said, the body is the body itself. When you die, they shock you, and that shock is sending waves through the chakras in your organs, and your heart is an organ. Hope y'all stand with me so far. So the shock is sending electronic waves through the body to reactivate your most important organ, which is your heart, like I just said. The heart chakra is associated with the color green, which represents life and growth. You can resurrect someone only enough times that the chakras allow. I want to repeat that again. You can only resurrect someone enough times that the chakras allow. So what I'm trying to say is that even with you think about an engine with a car, when the engine starts going bad, you have to shock it. I said shock it, but you have to get a jump from somebody. But that's the same thing as a shock. You shocking the car with from the energy from another car. So yeah, you can jump the car with another car, but after a while, it's not gonna work. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. But okay, let me finish reading what I'm saying before I get too deep into it. So anyway, chakras are like the root of a building. And I drew a little picture on here, but I hate my handwriting. But I did a long block, and then on top of that block I did 2 blocks, and then on top of that block I did 1 block, and I was just basically showing how the chakras are like the root, and that one long block at the bottom was my definition of the chakra. So then I said the root of the building compound is also the foundation. The root of the building compound is also the foundation. So basically what I was trying to say is that itself, the building block of that one single block that I wrote, and then the 2 on top of that, and then that 1 block on top of that, that is the foundation. So if the foundation is not strong enough to send and stand the force needed to spark the signal throughout your body and your heart, sorry y'all, from the responsible chakra governing the heart. So basically, let me break that down, because I kind of know I just butchered that like a motherfucker. But so what I'm trying to say is the foundation is like the energy itself that organ holds. Because understand that the body is basically always, the body is energy. We are energy itself. Energy is always vibrating. It's always moving. It's never still. It's always moving. It can be stagnant sometimes, but it's still moving though. Understand that. So understanding that it's always moving and vibrating, it's always moving and vibrating at a certain speed, a number. Even the earth itself is the vibration of the earth is 7.83. So with that being said, you're gonna always have a number. And if you look, I was just doing some research the other day about each location that you have, those 7 main chakras that you have, because we have 7 main chakras, but we have more chakras within our hands and our feet as well. But within those 7 chakras that we have, each chakra, each location in the body holds a number, a hertz, a vibration. And I can't think of the numbers right now. I wish I would have had it on hand so I can tell y'all. But if you look it up, you'll see. And the crown chakra is, I forgot the number of it. But like I say, each location of the 7 chakras within the body is vibrating at a certain level. And that's why you can use sound waves and different things of that sort and Reiki to heal people, because when you know the vibration of certain chakra locations and also the organs, which is corresponding with the chakras, you will understand what vibration that particular organ or area in the body needs in order for it to heal, because it's energy. So let me jump back into what I was saying. So yeah, like I was saying, the foundation is not strong enough. It's not going to send out any signals. And that's why it's important that we make sure that we have healthy bodies in order to stick, so that if we ever need to get a signal, as far as a shock, it will have enough frequency within that organ or specific area in the body where it can project that energy back that you need in order to be alive within that body, in order for that body to be alive, because you never die. Your soul never dies. I'm talking about the body. So if you don't have enough energy, frequency within the body, and understand that frequencies can shift from emotions, and that's why I'm talking about this today, because I want us to understand the way that we think is more important and than what we think it is. It's affecting us in a more deeper way than we know, I feel like. So I want to give you guys a little insight on chakras, the energy, because when you are sad, when you are down, when you are operating out of whatever is low vibrational, jealousy, envy, spiteful, feeling like you're not enough, or feeling like you, whatever it may be, because understand that you are enough. You are so powerful. You are so beautiful. You are so amazing. You are royalty. You are magic. The same thing that the earth is made out of is the same thing that you are made out of. And in the next video I got for y'all, I'm doing a little research on about kind of a little bit what I just said, but I'm gonna say that for the next video. But I just want to get you guys to understand that you are so powerful, and I just want us to understand that. I just want you to understand that. So anyway, so without having enough energy, frequency, whatever you want to say, call it, within that body, the body will not resurrect. Resurrect. I thought I was saying reincarnate, but resurrect. And I thought that was interesting when I was doing research, because I was like, the body will not resurrect, and it didn't say reincarnation, they said resurrect. But then I was like, okay, because to reincarnate is to leave the body, and to resurrect is to stay in that body, is to leave that body and to come back within that same body. So if you don't have enough frequency, energy within that body, and I'm going back again to the frequency of the earth is 7.83, I just think it's so, it just feels so liberating to know that we too are just energy, just like the earth itself. You know what I'm saying? So to know that, you know, we are giving this energy and energy within our body, and to know that if you don't have enough to stick out those signals, you won't resurrect. But it's a possibility that you can. So I put the body will not resurrect if you don't have enough. But I put instead it would need for the soul to leave the dead body. Because once again, like I said, if you don't have enough, that body is now dead. What makes a body instead it would need for the soul to leave that dead body. What makes a body carry life is the energy field. Going back to what I was saying at the beginning, the energy field, the electronic field, that is, when you think about electronic field, first of all, electronic, you're thinking about signals and sending waves, and then the field is like, I'm thinking about like not a basketball court, but a football court. So I'm thinking about the electronic waves is flowing through, and then on top of that is going in the when I think about a field, it's going in the oval shape, and when you think about oval, it's going back to the energy itself. It's not like supposed to be trapped in a box. Like I was saying in my last video, energy supposed to be like more like a flowy, ovally. Anyway, I digress. But so yeah, what makes the body carry is the energy field itself. Once the energy field is depleted, a positive energy force needed to operate the body, it dies. So basically what I'm saying is the energy field itself, once it depletes itself of the positive energy that it needs in order to send out the amount needed for a person to resurrect, Once that energy is depleted, you can shock a person as many times as you want. That person is not coming back, because when you shock a person, you are receiving again. When you get a jump, you're trying to receive energy from this other car. So when you shock a person, you're trying to receive the energy from this chakra within the body. But if that chakra within the body don't have enough energy to push out the energy that it needs, the amount, you will not receive anything. Which brings me to the next thing that I wrote down. Although you can't receive anything, the soul cannot die. With that being said, the soul cannot exist within the dead body. So if the soul can't die, and the soul can't exist within the dead body, and why can't it exist within the dead body? Because that body doesn't have enough energy to operate that field anymore. That electronic field is always vibrating. What I said about the body is always moving, it's always vibrating. Sometimes it may be static, but it's always going to be moving. When it don't have enough energy to send out those waves, but to continue to move and continue to pump that heart, it's just not. Now it's time for the new body to come in, which is when you're going to reincarnate. Therefore, the soul has no other choice but to exist in the body. Therefore, the soul has no other choice but to, I'm talking about exist, but to, I be writing too fast, but to exit the body and return to another body. And return to another, that's what I put. What I just described is the definition of reincarnation. So, basically, the whole reason why I even wanted to share this with y'all is because, for one, I think it's important that we understand that we are so much more than what we are, than the flesh. What I just wrote down is basically like, I feel like, as I'm sitting here thinking, like, it's like, I feel like I just described a machine, and that machine is the body. And I know damn well I'm not a machine, because when I think about a machine, I'm thinking about a robot. I don't know about y'all. And we got conscience, we got awareness, we know things. We got the power to know things. We don't have to just go with what we was told. We got information here that they try to cover up, but we still got the power to dig and get it if we want it, though. So with that being said, when it all boils down to it, y'all, we ain't nothing but an atom. That atom is made out of elements, and those elements came from somewhere, and those elements have evolved to what we are today. We have evolved to what we are today. But what's the point of evolving to a more powerful formation or being if we don't understand the power of what we have evolved into, should I say? Because I think that sometimes we forget it's the simple things that we can do for ourselves in order for us to see things in a different perspective, and also be more at peace with who we are today. So, like I say, I just wanted to put a little education out there, because I do want people to understand that when it all boils down to it, you are source. You are a piece of source. You are connected to source. Your body itself is an electronic field, which is an energy field. You are energy. I don't care how many times you research energy, it's always going to come down to it never dies. It never dies. It can transform, it can transmute, but it never dies. You can resurrect someone, bring them back, depending on the energy that they have within that body. That body is a machine that's sending out waves. Understand that. But once that body, that machine doesn't have enough energy to send out the force the force of energy that's needed in order for that body to stay alive, when that body dies, your soul has to travel to another body or another something. Because understand that we are everything. But the soul cannot exist within the dead body. So the only way for you to reincarnate is for you to not have enough energy frequency within your body when someone is trying to give you a shock to bring you back alive, if it comes down to that. And again, the reason why I'm even making this video, because I want y'all to understand that we are energy. And if nothing else I said made sense in this video, understand that we are energy. And that's the whole reason why I made this video. It's the reason why we have organs. It's the reason why we have chakras. That is just like the engine in the car. But more powerful than all of that, it's the reason why we have a soul. It's the reason why we have past lives. It's the reason why we are eternal. It's the reason why nothing can hold us back when we lock in to who we are, when we understand and know ourselves. Truly who we are, beyond the physical. So that's all I have for y'all. I know my message was kind of like everywhere a little bit, but one thing y'all gonna know about me, if y'all don't know nothing else, I'm gonna keep it real authentic over here. It's gonna be real. I'm for who I'm for, and I'm not who I'm not for. It's real fucking simple. A lot of times with people, I'm really black and white. So with that being said, it's either you really fucking like me or you just don't fucking like me. And I got to the point in my life where I'm okay with that. So for those of you who feel like, oh, she whatever, you don't watch the video ever again, I'm fine with that. And for those of you who are resonating with what I'm saying, is really getting to you, I'm grateful for you. I'm thankful for you. And I see you. I love y'all, and until next time. Deuces.